to the second hour of LoveBabz, LoveTalk. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy, and that's Ife Gardine, and she's coming to talk about the Diaspora Book Awards, which is coming up. I'm excited about this. Tell me about this. Tell me why it got started.
So, a few years ago, well, after I started Lit Fest, maybe the second year, I I got an email to be a judge for the Connecticut Book Awards that is run by the Connecticut Center for the Book out of Humanities, all that. Did not know that there was even that there was even a Connecticut Center for the Book or Connecticut Book Award at the time. So the first year that I did it, I did it for 3 years. I was like, when I got the books, first when I got on the call with the rest of the reviewers, I noticed that I was like the only Black person in the room. And then when I received about 42 books, it was like, oh, it was like one book by a Black author. So when we had another meeting as reviewers, I said, well, I asked the person that was running it, like, so how do people find out about this? Because I've been doing a book award for 2 years and I've been getting all these authors coming in, people, all kinds of writers in Connecticut that are self-publishing, have published books, are going elsewhere out of the state to market their books. And she said, well, maybe you could help us with that, diversify. And in my mind, I was like, I went quick to like, you know what? I'm not DEIing again. So I just put it on my list of things to add to what we do with Culturally Lit now. And then this year, in our 5th year, it could come to fruition finally. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so we want emerging authors of color. Emerging meaning they're just getting out there 1 or 2 years. They're out here selling their own books, so they have a small publisher that their distribution isn't as wide and long as they would like it to be.
Margaret, you can't put that on the street. I'll put it in the background then.
And yeah,
you can't leave it in the backyard. Why don't you just leave? Don't put it in my car. I'm sorry. I'm having this, this usual psychotic break stuff.
Sorry, I'm saying it's a psychotic break. Why when y'all fuck with me, it's no.
So we decided to inaugurate that this year, and it's going to be held on December 15th at the Canal Dock Boathouse. I'm not, oh God, no, at Adante Student Center. All wrong. Got my stuff all wrong. At the Adante Student Center at Southern, where our offices are located.
So you got the book awards, the Diaspora Book Awards are going to have three prizes.
Right.
And what kind of books are you going to be entertaining?
So we're going to have 5 genres. So it's fiction, nonfiction, and nonfiction meaning no like cookbooks or self-help or spiritually, because we just not dealing with those kinds of things, because everybody has different views on that. So it's fiction, nonfiction, poetry, young adult, and children's books. Mm-hmm. And children's books are like 0 to 12 years old, and then young adult is 12 and up. Could include graphic novels, etc. And no anthologies, no combined. It has to be one author per book. Now, okay. if somebody wrote like because somebody asked me this question or emailed me this question, if if they want to do 2 categories, because the submission fee is $50 per submission. So if they have a poetry book, it's $50 for the poetry book, and they have to send $50 in 4 books. That's one for Culturally Lit to hold, and then in our archives, and then for 3 for each of the judges. And then if they have like a memoir that's nonfiction, that's a different category. That's another $50 and another 4 books.
Okay. Okay. So it hasn't launched yet. Like you kind of put the teaser out, but it doesn't start until August 15th for submissions.
Well, the submissions are now. The submissions, submit your stuff now.
Oh, okay. You have until August 15th.
Until August 15th.
All right. I got that wrong.
No. We want the books to please submit your books to us.
Okay.
ASAP. We want the books to come in. We want to give like people of color. I did that book award for 3 years, and there were, Tochi Onyebuchi got the award for a fiction category.
Mm-hmm.
The first year I did it, the first year, the other judges were saying they didn't understand where he was coming from, because it was sort of a hood science fiction kind of thing. And they didn't get it. And I also know like the judges were academic people, which is fine. We ain't throwing no shade on academics. And so we also have a call out for reviewers. So people to review in each category. So there's and they'll get a small stipend for reviewing the books. Now, because we're not, I'm building funding for this. But I mean, we're gonna be fine. That's what the submission fee is covering, costs for mailing, because some of our reviewers may not be, I hope they're not too far away. And also, it just costs money to put these things together. And we're gonna have a nice award ceremony, a luncheon at the Adante Center that will have some entertainment and opportunity for people to showcase their work. I'm excited. I mean, and the pricing also was based on book awards across the country.
Mm-hmm.
And internationally. So submissions usually run on the low end from $40 up to $150, like more. So it depends on the prestige or whatever of the book, of the award. So I just took the lowest price of all the book award submission and entry information that I researched, because I did look up other book awards. And then in the meantime, for the past 2 years, maybe 3 years, the Connecticut Book Awards in the Connecticut Center for the Book has been on hiatus. I think I just found out they just came back up now. I don't know if they're going to do that again, but this is an opportunity for independent and like I said, authors that have small publishers or whatever, or small publishers, to submit books of authors of color. Okay, you got to identify every day of your life the person of the African diaspora. No. I mean,
now, is this going to be annual, Ife, or do you want it to be biannual? Like, what is
this will be an annual event. It will be our annual fundraiser, and always held in December. I love galas as much as I love galas. I don't have the capacity to do a gala, and I think this is different.
Oh yeah, I kind of like that. I mean, I like that because this town is gala heavy.
I mean, I love getting dressed up, and seeing people get awards and doing that. But this will be our annual fundraiser in December. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm
So
looking forward to it. So where can these books come from? All over the place, or just in Connecticut or the New England region? Like where?
they whoever's going to send us the books, the our address is 501 Crescent Street, Engelman Hall, D265C. You know, you start sending the books.
Because Connecticut has quite a few black
I
or
finding
or
that out as I have been in
writers.
Midwest. Yep. We got quite a few writers, authors, and like I said, um people are like go out of state or go out, find they have more success outside of our state. We have a lot of talent here. I was just talking to Hartford's Lit in Zima, and just talking about, in the time they're in their 6th year, year, just talking about in the time that we've done that, like how many authors that we've met. And then, people think you have to be some awards like Wyndham Campbell, they secretly nominate you, but they got it like that. They got a big fund. But some people don't realize like some of these book awards help you get a leg up. Like,
Yeah.
on your book, you won. And this is our first year. Culturally Lit is rising, expanding. And I want folks to have, say, their book got an award. The reviewers will not be me. Don't be yelling at me, people. We are and the reviewers have to be people that read. Like we got questions like, how many books do you read in a month? How many, what's your favorite, who's a couple of your favorite authors? And you got to describe a book because the other thing I found out is like, some people like having the book or authors, and there are a lot of authors too, that a lot of emerging authors, their circle of folks that are maybe around them are not readers. Their family and friends, they love them, they support them. We've had there's been a few readings and stuff that I've been to, like at Possible Futures, right? And of local authors. And they do the reading of their book, but it's all their cousins and friends in the room that they don't read. Like, and you want to get readers. I want these people to be exposed to more readers. I want more people to read as well, because literacy is important is to me as well.
Okay, so have you assembled your team of reviewers? I think I'm one of them. Am I? Maybe not. I don't know.
To be a reviewer, but we're also, because we need some in every category. Babz. We're accepting, we have a form on our website for reviewers as well. So people can sign up to be a reviewer. Now, again, I was getting ready to say, because this is our first year, and no, I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm not gonna have people reading 43 books. So we'll probably cut this off at the first, unfortunately, for the first year, this year, cut it off at the first 15 books.
Okay.
So have people, because it was daunting, because with the Connecticut Book Awards, they usually have their award in October, and between May and August, I was reading 43 books. One time was 50 books. Yeah. Like, and I was in the I was in the fiction, a judge in the fiction category. So, yeah, I don't want to do that to people this time, because we got a deadline on August 15th. We're having the award in December, announced in December, and so we have August to November to do for the reviewers to go through the books. And like poetry and children's books are not so bad, but like nonfiction, whoa, it could be, and fiction, they could be very long, 500-page books. That ain't nobody getting through that long in that much time. So, yeah. And we'll use the matrix that their book awards also used, the Connecticut book.
Okay.
That will help with gauging how it goes. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm excited.
Wow. I'm excited too. I think this is just what's needed. Because I don't know if Connecticut, there's no other kind of thing that showcases black writers.
I think one of the universities, it might be Fairfield University, has a book award. No, they don't feature black writers. No,
Mhm.
not in Connecticut. No. But there's the Connecticut Book Awards, and then I think something out of either Fairfield or Central or Western Connecticut State University does a book award. But we want to focus on and get our opportunity to, again, authors of color that identify as that all day, every day. In African diaspora centric stories,
Mhm.
Some people want you write their books with characters that are nondescript, but you can tell there are things that happen that are in our community that are black things that happen.
Okay. All right. So not just the book awards are coming up, but Culturally Lit is coming up.
Oh my gosh, Culturally
The
Lit is
Literary Festival.
October 5th.
I'm
October
excited.
5th. Forever Baldwin, people, Forever Baldwin, and it's gonna be loaded. We're shaping up to be very good. And this Sunday, if everybody's around, for our century of our year Baldwin celebration, the reading Blues for Mr. Charlie, which is a loaded play.
I'm looking forward to it because that's Sunday, right? The
Sunday at 4 p.m. at the
at
Beinecke
the Beinecke, which is one of my favorite places.
in a beautiful space, and where Baldwin Papers are, and also in the midst of a lot of this play was written in response to Emmett Till, and thank you, Harry. Emmett Till and Medgar Evers assassinations, killings. And it was written in 1963. And it's very loaded. So people have to be ready to really be immersed. We're not doing the full play. We're reading excerpts from the play because the play is 3 acts. And that 3 acts means like a 2.5-hour play with an intermission. So we're not, we just want to do a excerpts from the play in kind of chronological order to give you a taste of it. And we're hoping that, this collaboration with collective consciousness, that we could raise enough money to actually put it on next year or the year after. It also has 20 characters in the whole play.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Mhm.
So we have 8 people in the cast. Great cast of actors. Of course, Steve Driffin, I'm so glad that he was able to play one of the characters, the main characters, and take his time away from his show. And Steve King, Tamika Petway.
Who I love. I love all these people. These are all the people I love.
Yeah, and then Aaron Jafaris. I love Aaron, but he doesn't play a very nice person in this play. But it's, I want people to understand it's in context of the times, and James Baldwin writing it. Yes. And Justin Pesh, who's at Southern, who is really good actor in the theater department there. And Rob Esposito, who teaches at Co-op.
Oh yeah, we serve on the board together. We serve on Long Wharf Theater board together.
Yep, Espo. And young man Nick Featherston and Lisa DeAngelis. They've been in collective consciousness shows before. So some people will be playing multiple characters.
I was in this play and I got cut. So I'm gonna wait for my turn again. Another because you're gonna do this again. You're gonna do another one. I know it. Because this is gonna be a big deal. And you know how Mike Moran is. Oh, Ife, you should pick another one and do another one next year.
Right now, the Beinecke doesn't technically take reservations, but we've been taking reservations on our website to collect names and emails so people we can get information out to folks, because we will next month in September start having a newsletter, the monthly newsletter for Culturally Lit, and start the podcast again. So we want to let folks know what's happening with us. And we already have this morning 181 RSVPs. Now, mind you, sometimes people RSVP and they don't show up, but after of 181, I'm sure about 150 will show up, and then there'll be some that walk in.
It'll be a good time, good turnout.
It would be good to get there early. Yes, it's going to be quite riveting, because this play, when I tell you, and we're going to have a talk back. The talk back is going to be with two Baldwin scholars, Aldo B. Martin, who is a podcaster and researcher, and Dr. Frank Leon Roberts, who is African American Studies professor at UMass Amherst, where Baldwin taught, and he teaches on Baldwin. And they have a podcast called Finding James Baldwin, the Magpie Years. That is really good. It's 8 episodes and it's on everything, all the things, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, wherever you find a podcast or you get a podcast. I advise everybody to listen in. But yeah, I'm excited for them. And they will also be at LitFest doing a podcast, a live one. So I'm excited about all the things. And the book awards, people, send us your stuff.
Start sending your books. I've been sending it around. I've been sharing it. And if you make me a flyer, which I think you're already on it, I could run it in the inner city for next edition.
Yeah.
And so people could see it.
Yeah, if you got questions, because people gonna have questions. 203-530-1061. That is the number. Holla at your girl. Let me know what go on our website, send us an email, read at culturallylit.org. Any of those, I'm not, ask me a question, what you want to know. Because people always got questions. What about this or what about that? Don't be scared. Send your book in, and I understand, also I wanted to say one reason for the book awards is Amazon. A lot of people are bestsellers on Amazon. Amazon's creating a great opportunity for people to have showcase their books and publish their books. But when you want to sell your book, you have to buy the books from Amazon. And one of the reasons that I created this book award was because I want to give people opportunities to be in front of publishers, to be able to have somebody else sell the book for you and you reap the benefits of it. Because if you got, even at LitFest, people have been there selling their books and they say, oh yeah, it's on Amazon, blah, blah, I'm an Amazon bestseller. If somebody will stand there and look up their book, they selling the book for $15, Amazon's selling it for $10. So the person is not going to buy the book from you. They're going to get it from Amazon for 10. So
yeah.
that is kind of loose, gives you an opportunity, but then you don't get to reap the full benefit of it. So we're busy.
Wow.
And I thank you for the opportunity to be on the show, Babz.
Oh no, you can come on anytime because Culturally Lit has blossomed from Elm City Lit Fest to Culturally Lit, which is the umbrella for all these things: Diaspora Con, the Diaspora Book Award, and I mean, I think that's a pretty cool. Anything else you got cooking? What else?
This year, we're going to continue. We're going to continue our yearly programming. It's proven to be, we want to be relevant, and this yearly programming is helping. The monthly book club is actually next Thursday at Possible Futures. So people want to come
What's
through.
the book? What's the next book?
Shoot, I forgot. You gotta look on Possible Futures website. I got the book. It's a James Baldwin book that I've been saying I gotta read, but I've been doing so much with the getting this reading together and writing grants. Yeah, I haven't done that, but yeah, the book club, and then so next year we're gearing up for El Haj Malik El Shabazz, Malcolm X, and Medgar Evers' 100th birthday celebration. So we're going to have the Year of X, radical revolutionary reading, and Juanita's all excited because she already got some kind of framed out revolutionary diaspora con thing happening. You know how her mind goes.
Going to meet the man.
Going to meet the man.
I don't think I ever read that one.
Yeah.
I don't think I read that one.
Yeah, it's about 200 pages. It's not long, but
oh, that's not long. Okay, we could do.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably do it on.
Yeah, I could fit it in all the other books I'm trying to finish. But tell me before we go, because we got about 5 minutes. The 100 Years of Baldwin book club has been amazing.
It has been really amazing. We have some loyal people that have come every one, and we have some people that like have come in and out into a couple of them, depending on the book. And it really reinforces our and solidifies our mission. The Culturally Lit mission is to enhance enhance everyone's awareness of the significance of the literary arts of the African diaspora for everyone. And we've been getting diverse ages, diverse people of like white, black, all ages, everybody coming together and talking about James Baldwin's legacy, about his work, about how his work is timeless and so significant, and having hard conversations and provoking that. And we really want to follow through with that. Like it's just, I don't know, it's really fulfilling. It's really fulfilling to see how many people are interested. And in the time of banned books and education cutbacks and all these kinds of things, there are so many authors out here, people that are banned, in different places that need to be read and understood. So that we don't read, we ain't gonna understand nothing or each other or ourselves.
Exactly.
It's the core.
Exactly. So I think a book award is spot on. I think that focusing on the diaspora is, it's just one more thing that sort of celebrates Black literary achievement and culture. So and to do it in Connecticut and to do it in New Haven is really a big deal. I think I just am loving this. And then, and then engaging people to sort of read these books that win and stuff like that is just, it's just really, really, really a nice thing.
And putting us on the literary map, because Massachusetts, Boston in particular, and New York have book festivals that are really big. And that was my goal initially to be with Lit Fest to become as big as the Brooklyn and the Harlem book festivals and in New York and the Boston Book Festival. They're in because we right between. So, and that's how we schedule that, the Lit Fest. When I find out what the date is for the Harlem Book Festival, which is September 7th, the Brooklyn Book Festival is a couple weeks later in September, and then the Boston Book Festival is a week after us in October. And we do the same thing with DiasporaCon. This year, DiasporaCon is we're in collaboration with the Schaumburg Comic Festival, Schaumburg Comic Book Festival, Black Comic Book Festival, and the Boston Comics of Color Conference. So we're first, and then the Schaumburg, and then Boston. Yeah, we want to link up.
I like it.
Yeah,
I think this is a good idea. I love all this literary energy. It's giving me like, Harlem Renaissance right here in my own little town, right?
and it's all of the arts. It's just everything.
Yeah, and literary excellence is so much a part of our culture that doesn't get the platform and the showcase that it should get. Like we have been the architects of great literary culture in this country and beyond, and in this world. I mean, when you look at the African writers that are putting out amazing stuff, and writers from other parts of the diaspora. I mean, listen, this is a good time to be Black and literate.
It's time to be Black and literate, and necessary.
Necessary.
You have to be informed, people. You got to be informed, and in order to be informed, you got to read something. You got to read all the things, all the views, so you can make a judgment based on the information you've received. Right? You can't just be like not reading nothing, not have the full information. Like, for example, Project 25. It's a lot of pages, but somebody has got to read it and break it down.
I got to read it and
you
be very afraid.
Break it down. Or you like, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. Some people don't know what I'm talking about now, when I just said it.
That's real. That's very, very real. Very real. And if
I spoke to somebody recently that is an administrator at Yale that about something else, and I said something about if he was talking about something in his department. I was like, yeah, if they was Black, if they was on the Underground Railroad with Harriet Tubman, she would have shot him. He said, Harriet Tubman shot people? And I was like, yeah, so and if somebody's watching now and they don't get it, if you know, you know.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Listen, when you run the Underground Railroad, you are a passenger. There's no going back. That's it.
It's one way
you either run or you get
she
done
had a
in.
shotgun, she'd be like,
listen, there's no going. I can't risk you going back. So there you go.
Get on this train. That's how I feel.
I'm on. You want to train? You want to train? There's only two ways to get off: when we get to freedom, or before you get to freedom. One way you gonna get free. One way you gonna get free. So,
one way or the other, bro.
One way or the other. So I would advise you to walk cautiously. So, all right. Well, thank you for coming on. I think you should come on again. It's somewhere before the last couple of weeks before you close it out. Make one more pitch about why this is necessary. And get your books in by
maybe by then we'll have some books in, and I could
Oh, you'll get some books in. I have no doubt. You'll have some books in. Because people are paying attention. So thank you, Ife, for coming on. Sorry for the little bit of this dust up disturbance.
It happens.
Hey, listen, there's not too much I can control in this life. Okay. And I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being a great guest.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks, Harry. I'll see you tomorrow.